They call halal yahba shem shaba shem kakadash. Hey man, just a little, maybe it's like a little rant in the spirit, and you want to call it that, man. It's not good to rant, but sometimes, Jake, we got these thoughts, but you've been in the truth long enough, these thoughts really tie into the scriptures as we go through our daily travels. Man, Babylon is just like, man, Babylon is done. When I was in Maryland, and y'all brothers know I'm in Maryland for like 3 years. I left prematurely. I was supposed to stay for 3, but I left a little bit early. But anyway, it's funny. So when you go further south, people are not as like witty or equipped. They're not as like catchy with certain. Not everybody, but a lot of people not like. They don't catch on and shit. But when I got back here, I'm like, nah, it's not like. Now it is to a degree if you want to be technical, but it's like, nah, it's this new generation, and the new generation is just like fucked up, man. I was like, man, and I didn't think so. The world is degrading so fast that I didn't think like the new generation could plummet so fast in 3 years. So I'm thinking, a motherfucker that's 14, you come back, he 18, 17, 19 or some shit, But, man, Babylon is done. This place so fucked up. I see people with kids, like a family. Like, dude pushing a stroller, and my mentality, like, man, I feel sorry for that motherfucker, goddamn poor soul. And you know what's crazy? In a righteous world, it's good to have children, a wife, and stuff like that. If I see a man with a family, like a wife and kids, I'm like, God damn, it's over for him. And it might not be. But as far as like, so I know the like depths of like being like, so the woman, through her, we all die. So she don't not just like literally kill you, you know what I mean? But the woman like put a restraint on a lot of shit subconsciously that you don't even know that she got a restraint on. And she have shit that you attach to, whether it's kids or whatever, to like keep you from flying, so to say, spreading your wings. Even with the truth, you know what I mean? So, because she got something that belongs to you, And that's why, like with your Howard shine, like bitch, you ain't like. So if you put your Howard shine as your number one, your Howard shine as your number one go-to, that's really all you care about. Nobody can ever get a one-up on you, not even Esau. But you gotta really, really believe in that. It's not like, I just said it, that's what it is. You heard me say it. You see me go to camp and stuff like that. No, you gotta like really have this at the forefront of your mind. Nobody will ever like get over on you. Let the Lord have them like get over on you for your own benefit. Cause I experienced some shit like that too. But like it was all the Lord's will. But like this world don't got no wins on you. People try to creep in and shit like that. But shit fucked up, I was kicking it with one of my brothers. He told me I was a unicorn. I'm super special. I'm 40-0 as far as children. I'll be 41 in like a few days in June 7th. But like, He like, yo, you ain't got no kids, like, da, da, da. So I thought I was catching hell, which I am. But he like, nah, nigga, you ain't catching hell. You know? It's a scripture in Psalms 68 and 19. It said, blessed be the Lord thy God that give us benefits every day. And you be like, yo. And when you read that, you be like, man, I got benefits every day. And, you know, so while I'm saying privilege is blind to those that have it. So you like, yeah, like the Lord give you benefits every day. So you like, man, but you don't see them because like you looking at what you don't have. You looking at your lack. And that's how the serpent got Eve. Yeah, you can eat of all the trees, which is forbidden knowledge, we know. But it was like, listen, the tree in the midst of the garden, you can't fuck with. But so it's just like people are being unthankful, ungrateful for what they have, and they look past what they have and go to what they don't have. And what you don't have cost you everything, even the shit you do have. And that's how Satan fuck with you. You know what I mean? That's how Satan play with you. But New Jersey is fucking like a fucking and you know, like, you know, Babylon is falling. So like, you know, New York right there, all this shit, you know, this is one of the best parts of the country. But being a spiritual man, it's like, yo, I'm done, man. I'm not done per se, but it's like, yo, what the fuck? You know? And these people out here is going. You know, these fucking women is the younger woman. So I talked to the younger woman, like 22, 19. They is fucked up. Like, what I mean by that is like they mental, like, so as you get older, you know, so it's funny, like when you in your 20s and early 30s, you look at the younger generation, you don't really pay attention to them like that. But when you start to hit 40, like the younger generation is old enough for you to get a full glimpse of their mentality. And you're like, yo, these motherfuckers is like, you know, not all of them, but most of them, the way they think, everything is fucked up. And it's just like, yo, you gotta kind of like get out of Babylon. If you want a spirit, I mean, the Lord gonna deliver us in due time, but if you want a spiritual breath of fresh air, you gotta get a passport and get the fuck out of Babylon for about a week or two. And pray that your ass don't get stuck in some country somewhere. You know? But like, America's done, bro. It's just like finished. You know? And coming back, so when you leave somewhere and come back, you think like, oh, I've been here before, and you think you could pick up. People do that in the truth. They come back in the truth and think they could pick up where they left off from. But you be like, nah, we ain't doing that no more. They all fucked up, you know? But like, the same thing with life though, because art imitates life. Hey, the spiritual world created this physical world we live in. A lot of shit we deal with in this physical world come from the spiritual world first. But, you know, like, this whole shit, this whole setup is old. Like the new generation is fucked. So the people that's like 19, 20, 21, 23, 18, 17, their kids, oh man, those like MOTB babies. Hopefully we out of here before then. But I'm just saying, like, And it's funny, like, I grew up off of Tupac. It's funny, Pop was the shit, like, during the 90s. Fuck LL Cool J, that's too far back. But let's deal with Tupac. Yo, to these 19, 22, 20 Biggie and shit like that, they like, yo, nigga, like, who the fuck is him? Like, they don't know. Like, they was like, yo, when this nigga died, I was 3 years old. By the time I got like 10 and started listening to music, this nigga was like a has-been. He was like a dinosaur. And that's how fast life moved. You know, they like, nigga, we came up off of Lil Durk. The most they might say is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne would be like, oh yeah, Wayne. But like, he's still like a dinosaur as far as music go, you know? So man, people is fucked up, bro. It's sad. But we still keeping the faith. You know, you don't let this shit pull you down. It do when you dwell on it. So the Lord said, occupy till I come. So it meaning like, do what you're supposed to do. Do what you were set up to do. Stay focused on the mission till I come. Don't get caught up in too many distractions. Keep that eye single. You know what I mean? So that's what you try to do. I really don't, you know, I really keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Hey, it's a song with Bun B and Young Jeezy called Keep On Pushing. It's a bad, hey, the lyrics is really talking about drugs, but I just like to play the instrumental and just drive, just pumping the instrumental. Sometimes, brothers, I'm like a freestyle rapper type. Well, used to be, wanna be, whatever. But like, so I might start spitting some lyrics, but based off the truth and shit. By myself with brothers, it don't matter. It's just all off the spirit. But like, yeah, man, you just gotta keep on pushing. Keep on going. And all these distractions out here, man, you know, fuck it. Like, let that shit go. But you know what was wrong with a lot of people? The Lord said, be still and know that I am the Lord. So it said what? Be still, meaning don't move. Meaning don't. I made a move. So the scriptures say don't make haste in a time of trouble, right? I made a move recently. That shit cost me like $2,000-3,000. Just moving out of like just being hasty. Just like moving. Just like having anxiety, worrying, or just like, and not giving the Lord time to give you a reply, because 1,000 years is a day and 1 day is 1,000 years. So I'm like, man, shit, I was good, but since I jumped the gun, that shit cost me like 2-3 G's. I'm feeling that shit. I ain't rich, but I'm feeling that shit now. Like, god damn, like that was a bad decision. But I don't, like, me personally, like, when it come to carnal shit, when I wasn't always like this. I developed this over the years. When it come to like carnal shit and I take losses, I just embrace that shit. It's a wise saying, if you could take back the hurt that people cause you, you would lose the strength that you gain. And it's like, yo, all right, you know, and the strength that you gain is way more important than what you went through. And you don't want to trade that shit in, because that helped you get to new levels, you know? But hey, man, 14 minutes in. We not good to rant. Maybe I call this my spiritual rant. I ain't gonna call it that, because it's not good to rant. And I ain't got no strap, no sword in here. I took my tablet in the house And my physical sword is on the porch. I could have went to grab it. That was some lazy shit. Cause I could have 40 seconds. I could have grabbed it and pull a few precepts. But hey, man, hey, just be like that. Hey, if you know, then you know. You know what I mean? Cause we coming into the time where like the oil is running thin. If you got it, you ain't trying to share it like that. There's a few people that's trying to like get in contact with me. Cause they think like, oh, you like how you was 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And the thing is like, no the fuck I'm not. Like, if you don't, like, if the Lord don't put no heavy spirit on me to like deal with you, or if I see like, I'm like, you know what's wrong with motherfuckers? They think like you supposed to stop what you doing. They could call you in their free time whenever they free, and they expect you to stop what you doing to attend to them. Ain't that something? And they don't really want to know the scriptures or study it, the things you tell them. They just want to be comforted temporarily. They want to hear your voice. They want to hear you tell them like, yeah. But in like the next day or two, and maybe they might remember later, who knows? But it's just like, yo, especially me, Lord knows, like, I played the fool for Yahweh Shai. You know, but like, you ain't just about to pop up. Like, yo, I know this brother love the Lord. I know like this brother love teaching and stuff like that. I'ma just pop up when I'm in the gym and this brother gonna tell me what I already know or what he already told me. Fuck that! I ain't got no oil for you niggas. And a lot of prophets gonna say the same thing. Ain't got no fucking oil. You go to the internet and type the shit in. And I hope you find out. Because I ain't about to stop. And half of the time, I don't be because I don't got like no wife, kids, and shit like that or whatever. Sometimes I don't even really be doing shit. But I do, because I'm the type person that, it's like if digging in my nose and shit. I got my allergies fucking with me. I'm the type person that, you know, be occupied. So if I'm not occupied physically, I'm definitely studying, reading, or looking at something, especially with these new phones, the computer phones and the YouTube and shit. I'm always studying or listening or researching something. If I'm not doing like a physical workout, which I need to do more, you know what I mean? But people think you're supposed to stop what you're doing and deal with them. And the reason they think that, see, it's not about you. It's really about the Lord. These motherfuckers is foul, you ask me. Because in their mind, they know you love the Lord. So they're like, oh, if I come around asking questions, he love the Lord so much and love teaching so much, he gonna think he got another disciple or this and that. Nah, man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. A lot of you niggas gonna die, man. A lot of you fucking fallout niggas. Now, you do got the mercy of the prodigal son, but a lot of you niggas is playing fucking games, man. And I wanted to end this like a few minutes ago, but the spirit like picked up. Man, a lot of you niggas is playing games with the Lord. Niggas is playing fucking games, man. Yeah, you could deceive a brother, but you can't deceive the Lord. And guess what? You ain't gonna grow. You gonna keep doing the same shit you been doing. Because you a nigga, you a 2/3. 2/3 is Mr. Can't get right, can't do right, can't be right. You a foul ass nigga. And you will never grow past or doing shit that real niggas do. Slap my French. Real brothers do. So motherfuckers try to perpetrate a fraud or sell a dream. And yeah, you could deceive a man. You know, men might, brothers got their sins. Oh yeah, I fucked up. Maybe I should. I'm telling you, it's not who you like, it's who the Lord like. And the Lord might not like the motherfucker you like. Look at Jehoshaphat and Ahab. Jehoshaphat, the Lord had mercy on him. But he smoked Ahab, killed his ass in battle. And he could have killed Jehoshaphat too, because he rode with him, but he spared him. But he told him, like, yo, stop siding with these niggas that's off. Because Yahweh Shai is the ultimate filter. But you gotta apply the scriptures. Because it's funny. I knew this, but I thought the name was enough. Like, the name Yahweh Shai was enough to filter a fake nigga. But you can't. That's not enough. You gotta apply scriptures and technicalities and watch motherfucker. Because a motherfucker will call on a name, do the works and all that shit, do everything, and still be foul. I never thought that, like, was possible. Because it's like, yo, nigga, you was like flirting with death. But a nigga would do that. I really thought, like, well, any brother that used the name is a brother. You know what I mean? But you got some people that, this some bullshit though. You got some people, not everybody, but you got some people, it's enough to mention it, that will use the name, all that shit, and and through their character, they just foul ass niggas. And you like, how is that? And you look at them and be like, yo, you go to camp every week, you like do your videos, you call on a name. But when it come down to like your character, and character really, I was bumping some old Mike song, that Fat Joe shit. He said, when you're back against the wall, your character get revealed. So when people is put in situations where they have to like cough up something or do something or sacrifice something or something like that, like they nigga come out, and you really. And this shit just be there. All you gotta do a lot of time is just sit back and watch. Don't say nothing. Sometimes if you say something, it'll alter the situation. Just watch. Just watch. And don't say nothing. People like tell on themselves and people reveal themselves all the time. But if you call them out on it and you like want to just sit back, don't say nothing and watch. Just take mental note. And not only would you get more information about that person, but you will also learn a lot through the spirit about yourself and about how people are. So, hey, man. That's beautiful, because I ain't gonna say a rant. It's not good to rant. I'm gonna just say a few pointers in the spirit. I'm about to get up out of here, call it a night. Hey, man, shout out to the brother Truth Seeker London, man. Shout out that brother. I don't know that brother. Maybe one day we meet on this side of the kingdom. He across the pond. But man, the Lord been, this internet, it's like, it could be for your demise or like your benefit. But man, shout out to Truth Seeker London, man. If you were sincere, brother, because I know, yeah, how about Shem Yahushua, man? Because the Lord, for me not to even know what that brother looked like, you know, the Lord, you know, put a heavy spirit on that brother to see shit that people couldn't see, that was like around me. And he looking like way across the pond looking through a fucking computer. And that just show you how bad the Lord is. So, hey man, how about Shem Yahushua bless that brother if he's dealing with sincerity and truth. But we ghosts, man. It's like 11 a.m., 9, 10 a.m. I'm out of here. 9:48. Late enough for me. And Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Salakia. I had to belch right quick. Y'all brothers hold it down. Shalom. Y'all about Shem Shabbat.